Have you ever aspired to be a national basketball player in Singapore? And I've always wondered what it's like to juggle my career while also representing Singapore as a national athlete. Today, we'll be speaking with Ting Loon, who has represented Singapore at various basketball competitions. The fast-paced FIBA 3-on-3 and also the standard format 5v5 at the SEA Games. Let's go find out.
Hi, my name is Ding, play for the Singapore 3x3 national team, e-commerce, and that's my main job. Been playing basketball for more than 15 years.
So how do you actually get into playing basketball when you were young?
My dad played basketball. I actually started going down and playing basketball with him, but I think I really took it seriously when my grandmother bought me a Michael Jordan disc, come fly with me, because I wanted to be like Mike.
So he's a GOAT?
Yeah, for sure the GOAT, for sure.
Michael Jordan, LeBron? Or Kobe?
Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron.
Yeah. What was your basketball journey like from the start until how you ended up to where you are right now?
At Tampines North Primary. I don't know if anybody still remember my coach. I only know his Chinese name is Zhao Jiahua. Really very old. He's I think 70 plus this year already. Old school ways, man. Run. You know, under there's no last time basketball had no shelter, nothing, bro. And the holidays we train at 8 a.m. to like 12 p.m. You know, with our teacher under the sun. After that, I think the DSA program just started. Damansek teachers came to watch us play and train, and I got offered to a spot in Damansek. After in Damansek, I actually got scouted to the national youth, went to ITE and played in ITE, got called by Coach Neo from the Singapore Slingers and trained, and I think that's how my journey continued until now.
Did you always feel like the underdog?
In the East Zone, no. In Damansek East Zone, no. East Zone, you're always with the elegant high, definitely reach the finals, but maybe in the national, yes. The first round, not really, but until when we reach the top 8, when we meet Unity, where people like now, like Delvin, you know, we meet people like Larry.
You meet Goodell C?
Yeah, I met Goodell. Yeah,
tough opponent.
Tough, very tough. Yeah, I remember he was, I think, the second backup point guard for Unity set. Yeah. I think if he comes to my school, he might be the main 5.
How do you progress from just being a secondary school player into getting into the national team?
The first few years, I knew I wasn't going to get selected. I mean, honestly speaking, there's a lot of players, more talented, taller, bigger. But I stayed true with them all. I stayed true. Like I know even if I didn't get selected, I continued training. That's one thing that helped me a lot. Is just continue training with them. Because when I was younger, I was a bigger kid. I was primary school. I was playing center. Secondary school, I was playing power forward at this height now. But then I stopped growing after that. Had to change from a center power forward to actually a 2-man, 3-man. Transition was tough. So even though I played longer than other people, but the lack of experience in the position, so I have to seek advice from sometimes like even Coach Neo, Desmond, all these people that had to help me. And I think they really helped me during the Slingers when we had morning practice. I try not to miss anything because it was individual, and I think that really helped me to who I am today.
Personally for me, right, I still think I can make the NBA. But how about you? When was that dream still alive for you?
When I catch my first Slingers game at 18 years old, I was like, hey man, are these guys from the NBA? They are not. Then they're like, oh wow. I realized like, oh, it's tough, man, it's tough. Let me just try to hit the Slingers first.
You know, as a player, I'm sure you went through a lot of setbacks, like not making the team and all that. Mentally, how do you prepare yourself to go through such like trials and get past this like mental block?
I mean, not getting selected is just part and parcel of making the team. Of course, you'll be sad, but end of the day, it doesn't define who you are as a player or as a person. I know myself that even whether I get selected or not, I still love basketball and I still want to play. Try to be competitive as long as I can be until one day that my body decides to tell me like, hey yo, time to quit and play leisurely. Then okay, you see the masters people now playing at 40, 50 and still enjoying the game. I think that's what I hope. Basketball is just, you know, it's a sport that it brings toughness out of you. It makes you happy at the end of the day because when you achieve something, you feel like, yeah, hey, yo, I'm tough. And I think if you can get through basketball toughness, you can get through anything in life.
What was your most memorable competition and moment as well?
I would say if you say the most fun one will be with the Slingers because we travel a lot. They know when to have fun. I think, you know, you go through tough time with them, end of the day they all come back together. I think Slingers really felt like a family. Even the imports, you know, sometimes when you go to the team, you see the imports one side. I think the ex-Xavier was very, very good. He tried to bring the imports and the players together. I think he was really the glue to the team and makes it like a family.
Can you share with us a bit more on what's life like as a slinger that us regular hoopers won't know?
what you don't see is the slingers actually, we train twice a day, but in between, most of us are actually working. Wei Long started the SBA when he was in slingers, and afternoon he really go and coach. Most of us actually work in the afternoon to build something. Not just me, everybody, most of them are coaching. Kelvin was also coaching during the afternoon in the slingers. Russell was a banker, some of them are studying. Me personally, I was working in Who's Factory.
So how was it like balancing your basketball trainings and your workload?
It was actually quite okay because we were training at stadium all the time for slingers, and Who's Factory was as short as a stadium. So they gave me that leeway to work there in the afternoon and go to training, and I will always appreciate that because that was where I came from, and I think that really built to me who I am today as well.
Shifting from when you were growing up playing basketball to right now when you're an adult, how did things change for you?
Last time, it was just basketball and then working part-time in the factory to get some money to spend. Then I think now it's shifting to adulthood. There's so many things to come on. I have my BTO coming up, I have my wedding coming up. The journey has been fun for me. I don't take it anything that is hard. I don't think, if it's hard, then it's meant to be hard, but it's always enjoying the process, and I try to enjoy training, enjoy hanging out with my friends.
So what do you think Singapore can do more to support our local athletes?
Watching us play, whether it's FIBA Asia, NXL, whatever it is, bring the crowd in, bring your kids that like basketball. I think getting the kids involved is the most important thing, but I think the atmosphere changes a lot when you come in and you cheer, whether you like basketball or not. Free for everyone. You come and watch all our NXL games. Definitely help us by having the crowds behind us.
In terms of the level of basketball in Singapore, how do you think we can improve moving forward?
Back then it was more physical. Now I think the kids are more skillful because of all the academy. The academies in Singapore are really helping. Whether is it ABA, whether is it DNDA, Coxcraft, True Grind, SBA. I mean, these are the academies that I can remember now. If I miss you out, I'm so sorry. Learning the basics, dribbling. I see the kids come with a new move every day. But the physical toughness, I think, is something that we have to work on. But that's up to them end of the day.
Okay, so thanks for sharing with us. I think you have to go for training now, right?
Yeah.
But don't go away first, because after his training, we'll be talking more to Ding about what he does on a day-to-day basis. So we are currently in Ding Lun's office, and so what do you actually do here?
I sell bags in Shopee, all kind of bags, woman bag, sling bag, backpack, but also I customize bags as well.
So what's the name of your business?
Called The Bag Place, so you just go to Shopee or you can type on Google The Bag Place. I'm sure Shopee, Lazada, something will turn up.
How do you start with The Bag Place, and what was your first order like?
Actually, I didn't plan on starting this e-commerce. It's a friend idea. His business is called G Cycle. If you are looking for a bicycle, you can find him, but he's the one that introduced me this business because I didn't know what to do. I met him one day. He's also a basketball player. Then he gave me an idea. Hey, yo, why don't you try selling things on Shopee? I can't do it. I don't have time. I'm selling bicycle, but I give you this idea, this supplier idea. Go ahead and try it. And I did. I tried it. He gave me a small space to bring in my stocks, use his shipment. I'm very grateful. Everything, he helped me out. That's how I started. And then I started listing everything, and it came with one order per day. That's when I started spamming a lot more products. And then actually not bad. And that's how it goes on and on. After COVID, it was already the peak. Still okay, still surviving, still doing okay.
What's the biggest challenge you face when doing this business?
The biggest challenge is actually renting. Super expensive in Singapore. I think time is also one more thing, because right now as a seller, you have to be here every day to pack the orders. Not like what it used to be 2 years ago. They give you 2 days. Now it's on the day itself before 3 p.m. So I think that's the toughest thing I face now.
Besides this business, is there any other side hustles that you do?
I kept coaching in the ABA. That's another side hustle that I'm doing.
So at the time, what was your main hustle?
My main hustle was during COVID. It was still Singapore Slingers. They were still taking care of us. Time we were just training individual at OCBC. Each person take a court. Those were tough time, man. But thankfully, they still paid us. That was my main hustle, coaching and training in the morning. And afternoon, I find time to go and pack my orders, list more products, or in the night when I have no coaching.
When was the turning point where The Bag Place became your main hustle?
After a year. For the first year, I didn't really check how much I earn. I don't even take out any money from it. Every money I throw back to buy more products. And after that, my friend told me that, hey, you need to start drawing salary for yourself, you know, because if not, you will never reward yourself. I think that when I realized, oh, actually I could pay myself a bit better than my main hustle.
For any aspiring entrepreneurs out there, what would be your tip for them?
Actually, really just try. If the cost is not too big, you know, there's always time to try. You can take it, because I took it as a side hustle first until it became my main hustle. If you can start it from a side hustle, just try it. You know, even if it takes a lot of time, you have to give up your sleep, then, you know, just do it. And I think when you are doing it, you wouldn't want to think you want to sleep. You would think of trying to make it bigger and bigger until you're comfortable.
So do you have any future plans for the business?
I want to try to bring basketball bags that can help the team, you know. Every team have a different kind of basketball bag and they can design their own team logo. Yeah, and that's my plan. I'm actually helping out a few teams.
So can you tell us one more time how we can find you on all your links?
Just go to Google and type the bag place, or if you really want to see where my bag set, it's just to Shopee, type the bag place and everything will be there.
So if you want to support him, we'll put his link down in the description box down below. And if you enjoy this video, you can subscribe, like, share with your grandma, and catch you in the next video.